The Chupacabra, the mysterious undiscovered creature that supposedly caused havoc to farm animals and pets throughout many countries. Some may be familiar with this creature, some may never have heard about it until now. Whichever is the case, this video will give you a great overview, because here are 5 nightmarish and interesting facts about this mysterious animal. Hit the lights, sit back, and enjoy. Description and territory. The Chupacabra first came to prominence in 1995 when a Puerto Rican farmer found 8 of his sheep dead. Each sheep had strange puncture wounds on their chests and bodies and had been completely drained of blood. Over the following months, reports came in of other animals, in particular goats, being slaughtered similarly. Of course, the press was all over it, and the name Chupacabra, which in Spanish means goat sucker, was given to the monster thought to be responsible. Shortly after the initial attacks, similar strikes were reported in other countries, including the Dominican Republic, Argentina, Colombia, Peru, Brazil, and the United States. The most recent mass attack was in Chile in 2000. Farmers in Calama awoke to find their goats and sheep dead in their pens. All had puncture wounds and were drained of blood. So what was this mysterious creature who was causing such devastation to both livestock and occasionally much loved pets? While there are varying descriptions of the so-called Chupacabra's appearance, although there are a few distinguished features that appear to be the same, it's described as being up to 5.5 feet tall, with a solid build likened to a small bear, with an oval head and large bulging red eyes that appear to glow. It supposedly has fanged teeth and a long reptilian body with spines that run down its back. The variations on this are that some report it to have a very unpleasant smell, while others say the creature had no smell at all. Some also claim that its skin is green and speckled, while others claim that it's covered in light fur and has a similar action to a kangaroo. One thing that doesn't change is that the Chupacabra is said to drain all of the animal's blood and sometimes organs, usually through 3 holes in the shape of a triangle. The most believable encounter. Probably one of the most detailed encounters with the Chupacabra was in August 1995, shortly after the first reported attacks. It was witnessed by a housewife from the village of Canavanas in Puerto Rico. Her name was Madeline Tolentino, and she saw the creature outside her house. She described the beast as about 4 feet high with wide dark grey or black eyes. She said it was very typical alien looking, with air holes instead of a nose, and it was walking upright. It also had long thin arms and only 3 fingers. She said it had no ears and was covered in short hair and had spikes down its back. Tolentino said that it had something strange around its torso, as if it had been burned, and she also noted the creature had no genitals. After staring at the creature for a minute or so, it turned and ran before leaping into the tall grass. A drawing by Benjamin Radford, who tracked down and interviewed Tolentino, is said to be a good likeliness to what she saw. However, there has been skepticism about Tolentino's account of the creature, and many have claimed that she made up the sighting after seeing the movie Species, although this has always been denied, as her ex-husband, his co-worker, as well as her mother, also witnessed the creature. So do you think this creature was the elusive Chupacabra, or did Tolentino even see anything at all? What do you think? Is the Chupacabra linked to aliens? Puerto Rico has long been associated with UFO sightings, and it's well documented that near some UFOs or extraterrestrial activity, unexplained animal mutilations have occurred. This has led to claims that the Chupacabra could be alien in origin, and this explains why UFOs are sighted around the same time as the mutilations. And although the Puerto Rican mutilations were not exactly the same as other mutilations around the world, there are striking similarities. Worldwide, sheep, horses, goats, pigs, rabbits, cats, dogs, bison, deer and elk have all been reported mutilated with similar bloodless excisions. Oftentimes ears, eyeballs, tongue and other organs have also been removed. In most cases, mutilated wounds appear to be clean-cut and precise, and mutilated animals are usually, although not always, drained of blood. So serious are these mutilations taken that they have been the subject of 2 independent federal investigations in the United States. So is it not inconceivable that whatever is responsible for mutilating these animals all around the world is in fact a similar, if not the same creature or being as the Chupacabra? Many believe so, but what do you think? Related legends. The Chupacabra has been linked to many other supposed cryptid legends around the world. And although descriptions differ slightly, and various areas have different names for their beasts, there are similarities. In Louisiana, there is a famous legend about Grunch, a supposed Chupacabra-like monster who is thought to be responsible for several animal mutilations, particularly in the New Orleans area. Tales of this beast date back many years, and to this day, many residents of New Orleans are said to keep their pets in after dark, for fear of them falling prey to the Grunch. Another similar creature is known as the Puchan of Chile, a beast with similar habits to the Chupacabra, although instead of being dog-like, it's described as a winged snake which can instantly change into an animal form. In the Philippines, a creature known as Sigbin also shares many of Chupacabra's characteristics. It's said to come out at night to suck the blood of its victims. It supposedly walks backward with its head lowered between its hind legs, and legend has it that it has the ability to become invisible. It supposedly resembles a hornless goat with large ears and a long tail that it uses as a whip. Like many reports of the Chupacabra, the Sigbin is said to emit a repulsive odour. Is it possible that all of these creatures who have been reported to have mutilated and drained blood from their victims be the same thing? Are they all variations of the legendary Chupacabra? What do you think? Theories on what it could be. So what are the scientific theories about what this creature is? Could it just be a case of mistaken identity or just a hoax? Well, the truth is, no one knows for sure, and in recent years, the phenomenon has been studied by cryptozoologists in the hope that they can prove that it does actually exist. There have been some bizarre theories, including that the creature is the product of a top-secret US experiment whose studies into genetics have created these mutant monsters. Some are convinced it is the result of some sinister biological warfare program. Others are adamant that it's an extraterrestrial being brought to Earth to carry out experiments and collect data from Earth's animals. And some have suggested the killings are linked to a satanic cult, who mutilate the animals as a ritual. Over the years, several animal carcasses of unknown species have been found, with many believing they have evidence of the mysterious Chupacabra. However, when the creatures were subject to DNA tests, they were identified as dogs, coyotes, raccoons, or other common mammals, usually stricken with a parasitic infection that causes them to lose their fur and take on a gaunt, monstrous appearance. So if no animals that have been found are Chupacabras, what was sucking blood out of goats, chickens, and other livestock? Well, could there be a simpler explanation? The recent discovery of the cat fox in Southeast Asia suggests that it could have been sightings of this once unknown animal. It certainly possesses some similarities to the Chupacabra, with its hind legs longer than its front and stocky appearance. The question is, could the Chupacabra, as well as other similar blood-draining beasts, simply be the case of mistaken identity? So that's 5 facts about the legendary Chupacabra. I hope you've enjoyed, and don't forget to check out our Halloween playlist for all your creepy nights in this month. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.